Hello friends and fans, this is Thomas 3000 here, and yes, the collection update videos are back. And I got a lot of stuff to show you, not just stuff from the internet, like what you can see in front of you right now, but there's also some stuff I've acquired from my most recent trip to Picton and Napanee, because in Napanee on the weekend, there was a train show. Yes, a train show. I'm just going to say that again. There was a train show. Yeah, and I got quite a bit of stuff. How much stuff? Well, you'll have to watch the whole video just to see what I got. But before we get into that though, there are some things I really would like to show you, and then later on, of course, put them up in my museum collection. So let's start with this first obvious one. It's the Thomas the Tank Engine and his Thomas and his Friends Get Along VHS tape, part of the Thomas Tank Engine and Friends series. Yep. And this is the original late 90s cover. It's a really nice tape, and it has about, let's see, 10 stories on there. So approximately only, well, almost a full hour. Speech is messed up. Oh well, carrying on. Yeah, the tape is in pretty good shape. And speaking of the tape, yep, it's a blue tape. It's a blue tape. I never knew that this particular movie ever had a blue tape copy, so it's nice to have this one in the collection. And rest assured, it will go up along with the rest of my VHSs. Now, if you thought that was cool, wait till you see this. It's Shine Time Station. It's Ertl. But it's a special kind of Ertl. Thomas, James, and Troublesome Trucks. Yes, I finally got my hands on some Ertl minis. Look at them. They're so tiny. Smaller than Ertl, or not Ertls. These are Ertls. Smaller than Fisher-Price's minis. So, not really recommended for children, but, you know, it's still a really cool product, and I'm glad to have this one. And it, too, is going up in the museum after this video is done. Now, of course, I have to get some of the modern Thomas toys. And with that in mind, I've acquired a Thomas & Friends Adventures model. Yeah, I know Thomas & Friends Adventures has been discontinued for the last few years, but this is one I've been looking for a long, long time. This is Dino Discovery James. And he still works, just so you guys know. Try me. Alright, let's see if we can hear him.
Rumble the rails! That volcano is about to blow! T-Rex on the tracks! Oh, look! A Sodorsaurus! And a rare diesel-dactyl! Rumble the rails! That volcano is about to blow!
So yeah, much like Thomas, Salty, and Diesel before him, James says several different phrases, and they are not in order, so they could pop up at any given time. And I'm sorry you couldn't hear the audio properly. I don't know why, it's just kind of hard to hear him this time. Oh well. Still a really cool model, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. And of course, he too is going up with the rest of my adventures after this video. Now, recently I also acquired, yes, more push-alongs. So I finally got my hands on James, thus completing both versions of the Steam Team. That being the later CGI rendition, you know, with Mia and Rebecca, and of course the original Steam Team that we've known since Season 8. Love too how this version of James actually has his name at the bottom. Really cool. Now, the package on this next one is a little beat up, but you know what? It's better than nothing. This is the Special Edition Secret Agent Thomas. Now, truthfully, I have seen this model in the past, but I didn't acquire it, and that was my mistake. But hey, he's here now. Spy design. Yeah. Secret Agent Thomas. Looks really cool. I'm looking forward to putting him up in the museum. Now, I have gotten some books as of late to expand my ever-growing collection. And this time they are Railway Series books. So I have the 2015 reprint of Thomas the Tank Engine. Looks really cool. Yeah. Then from the 90s, Edward the Blue Engine book. In pretty good condition too. I have been debating whether to put this in the museum or add to my regular collection. In the end, I decided for the museum. And Great Little Engines, a 2007 reprint. Yeah, 2007 reprint. You can tell because of the back. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the Railway Series for my museum collection. Namely because, well, why not? Because, hey, the Railway Series is Thomas history, so it's got to be included. Next up, I have at least 4 Engine Adventures books for the museum. I have Thomas, James, Henry, and Flynn. Now, some of these books I actually do have in my loose collection, but others I don't. But don't worry, I will get copies of these books again, well, some of them, and add them to my loose collection. As for the rest of the titles of this series, well, I'm going to try to add them to the museum. So I'm just going to put the books here. Hopefully J72 isn't going to smack into them. Now, here's a real treat, and it arrived the day before I went down for the train show. Yep. It is your favorite Thomas Tank Engine story collection with a very rare Series 1 cover. Yeah, Series 1. Okay, good. The J72 did not hit the books. Good. So yeah, this is a very rare copy of the book, and I already have it twice in my museum, well, not museum, loose collection. Though I do have the yellow copy in the museum, as you guys might know. Well, now I have this one. Now I just need to find the final rendition of this book, and then that's it. Then I have the entire set. Just going to put the book there. There's a lot of stuff to look at. And I'm actually going to go get some other things before we move on to the train show stuff. So, before I went to the train show, I actually ordered some British trains to add to my collection. And the first piece that came into my collection, well, it was part of a huge package anyways, but here's the first piece of it. It's a United Molasses tanker, which costs me, if I can find the price tag, $16. It's a used tanker, but hey, I need more rolling stock from my collection, so I'm okay with that. Next up, I got not 1, but 2 Hornby Railroad LNER teak coaches. The price tag isn't on them anymore, but I can tell you they were about $20, $22 each. So that is really cool. I'm glad to have those coaches. Next up, I have, yep, a new engine. This one, my friends, is Albert Hall, also known as 4983 from the Great Western Railway. This is a Hall class steam locomotive, and the company that made this engine isn't Hornby, it's not Bachmann, it's not Mainline, it's Triane. Yes, this is a Triane Hall class. And I can assure you, my friends, this engine runs beautifully. Oh, and if you're wondering about the price tag, it was around $100 actually. I don't know why it says 60 on there. I think I got the wrong price tag on there. It's been a while since I looked at the receipt for that thing, but hey, still a beautiful locomotive. And now for some new rolling stock. Well, new for me anyways. So, here we go. We're going to start off with this Hornby one. This is a Lime Wagon. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Then, of course, I had to get some Oxford rail rolling stock, and I couldn't resist myself. I got myself another cattle wagon. L&ER cattle wagon, to be exact. And from the used selection, there was this. A Bachmann 12-ton Mogul Van BR Brown. And it's from the blue Reband line. Now, they do look good in the boxes, but I think they'll look better outside of the boxes. And I'll get them out in just a second, but first things first, there's one more loco to show you from this little bundle here. Ta-da! A British Railways D16 with the number E2524. Yes, I ordered a D16. It was on sale for about $185, so can't really go wrong with that. Yeah. I just thought, okay, that's going to be a cool piece to have in my collection. And plus, the reason I ordered some British trains is because I didn't think I was going to find any British trains at the train show. Well, you'll find out later on in this video. But for the time being, let's get these items out of their boxes. Alright, now the engine and the rolling stock are out of their boxes. Let's have a good look at them. So again, this is E2524 from British Railways. It doesn't come with lining on it, but it is a heavy engine. So that's good. The numbers and letters are applied very nicely on the engine. Nice cab details, which is always nice. And yeah, it just looks really, really good. And after this video, I will put her on the layout and run her about. Just to, get her warmed up and get her ready for future use. Now, we'll stray away from the D16 for a second to have a look at the rolling stock. So, of course, guys, as you may know, I have two L&ER cattle wagons, one weathered and one unweathered. Well, now I have three. Three from Oxford Rail. They're really good at making rolling stock. Next up is this 12-ton box fan from Bachmann branch lines. Yeah, it looks really good. I can't wait to add it to my collection and run it with some other engines. And the line wagon from Hornby. Yeah. It has those big couplers on it rather than the small ones, which I'm more used to, but I really don't see the difference. Because, hey, as long as they keep the engine and wagons together, that's all that truly matters. And yeah, that's my haul from British Model Trains Limited. I don't think I said that, but that's where all these items came from. So yeah, I'm definitely happy to have all of these pieces. And guaranteed you will see the D16 along with all the rest of my model trains in separate running session videos. Before and after the foam gets added to this layout table. But that's later on. For right now though, as you can tell, I still have only the one line, so these engines will just have to take in turns. And don't worry, you'll be seeing plenty of these pieces of rolling stock. And speaking of which, let's get on to the stuff I picked up during my trip over the weekend. Okay, now we're on to the stuff from the trip. As you can see here, I have a brand new 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, which contains a picture of a steam locomotive. But not just any steam locomotive, it's the 3751 from the Santa Fe Railroad. This was given to me by my aunt and uncle, and truth be told, this was originally meant to be a Christmas gift several years ago. But they forgot to send it up to me, and it had remained in a closet for a few years until I went down south and then east to Napanee and Picton. And yeah, suddenly my aunt remembered this puzzle and said that I could have it. So it's an early Christmas gift to me, or a late one, depending on how you look at it. I don't really do jigsaw puzzles, but yeah, I'll put it on display just because it has a very nice picture. Alright, next up, I went to a nice, interesting store in the Belleville Mall, which had a few items that I was looking for. What's the name of this store, you might be asking? Well, it's Toys R Us. Yes, Toys R Us. They have a Toys R Us down there, but unlike my previous Sudbury visits, I didn't get a whole lot, as you can see. These 5 items are all that I got from Toys R Us. So, let's have a look at them. First up, we have a My Little Pony Smashin' Fashion. Normally, I wouldn't buy duplicates of these particular toys, but for this one, I felt like getting one. Mainly because it's Sunset Shimmer. Yeah. As you guys know, I'm a huge Sunset Shimmer fan, so of course I'll get Sunset. Be interesting to see what she looks like outside of the box. Next up is a My Little Pony toy I didn't even know existed. This is known as the Unicorn Party Celebration Pack. And it's got the main 6 in there, as well as Derpy, Princess Cadence, believe it or not, Mrs. Cake, and Starlight Glimmer. And of course the box looks like a cake. Pretty darn cool, eh? This is of course going up into my collection of My Little Pony merchandise soon. Probably after I'm done this video. Oh, and here comes the J72 again with the passenger cars. Now we'll follow the J72 back to the push-alongs. Yes, the push-alongs. Which are all duplicates, by the way. We got Chrome Flame Thomas, a regular Salty, and Birdie the Bus. Now these ones are extremely hard to come by. Well, at least with Birdie and Salty. Though for me, personally, it is hard to come by these particular toys. Namely because, well, my local Walmart doesn't stock up on these particular trains. I don't know why. And in case you're wondering, yes, I will do unboxings of these particular trains and the Sunset Shimmer figure, but later. Yeah. And when that will happen, I don't know yet. You guys will just have to wait and see to find out. So yeah, that's pretty much everything from before the train show. The train show, in case you were wondering, happened on September 18th and 19th. I was there on the 18th. Right when the doors opened and right up to 2:30. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed myself. And now, for the stuff from the show. First up is some rather interesting Thomas toys. I can honestly say I've never seen anything like these. Do you guys know where these particular engines come from? Because I certainly don't know. There's Thomas, Emily, really nice. Then we got Whiff, it's quite big. Then there's Mavis. Wow. For little engines, they sure do look good. Yep. I'm not saying her name because my cat down the hall has the very same name, and if I say her name, well, she'll start meowing. Yeah. But you know who she is. Anyway, there's Spencer with an incorrect wheel arrangement. Makes him look like an Atlantic. Oh well. Then we got good old reliable Edward, the blue engine. Then there's Henry, the green engine. really nice. Gordon, the big express engine. And James. Now James looks like he's been through quite a lot. Still, can't complain on that. Plus, with these little trains, I also got another Thomas & Friends Mini. Yep, another neon splatter James, which I'll put in the museum. Oh well, can't complain on that. Alright, next up I'll bring over some HO rolling stock from the show. Namely the ones with plastic couplers. So I got this Western Pacific Boxcar. And then this particular boxcar, I don't know how to say that word. Looks really nice though. And this tank car, which has liquid chlorine in it. Well, in real life it would. So yeah, I got those three. And as well as getting those, I got 2 ore cars that I gave to my dad because he's on the lookout for those. And as a bonus, I also acquired not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 packs of straight track. Which is good considering I need this track to help expand my train layout. I only have 1 line right now, so to get these tracks, well, that's great, because now I can start work on the 2nd line. So yeah, I got all those, plus the 3 freight cars there. And then later on, I went back to their table, and I also got a steam locomotive. This is Canadian National number 3533, which I will now remove from the box. This is actually one of the Mehano steam engines that was used in the President's Choice train sets. Oop. There we go. Now get the box out of the way. And I'll remove the price tag off the tender quickly. And here we are with 3533. What a beautiful looking steam engine. Mehano engines are known for their quality, so can't really complain on this one. And as you saw, it was about $95, so good price there. Really good price. Now I did acquire 1 British locomotive at the train show, and that's this one. Yes, I got myself a Southern Q1. It's not one of the more modern Q1s, that's in an old Hornby style box, but you know what, as long as it works, that's all I care about. And I'll get this locomotive out in a minute, but I want to show you some British rolling stock I just acquired from the show as well. So here we go. We'll start off with this, a Mainline LNER, what is this, 7-plank wagon, there we go. It's a really cool one. And then 2 copies of the Dapol Model Railways IMS 6-wheel milk tankers. And now, just like I did earlier, I'm going to unbox everything and then show you everything. Upon getting the Q1 out of the box, the smoke box door actually came off. But it was an easy fix, so yep, it's on there now. And I'm happy to say that the locomotive is in very good condition, and happily, it has sprung buffers. How about that? It's not permanently connected to the tender, like most modern Hornby locos, as you can probably see down there. But nonetheless, I still like the look of this engine, and honestly, I've been looking for a Q1, and now I have one. As you can tell, it's in the Southern Black. with the C8 on the side of its cab. Bare minimum cab, but that's okay. I do like the look of this, and I can't wait to get it running. Now here's that LNER 7-plank wagon. Quite a hefty little one. And I think those are metal buffers. I'm not 100% sure on that. Still a good roller. And then of course the 2 Ims Milk Tankers. I bought them just because, hey, they look interesting. I haven't had great experiences with Dapol rolling stock in the past, but, well, let's see if the classic stuff is a little bit better. Well, only time will tell. Next up is an assortment of N-scale freight cars. Some of which are the basic kind of freight cars you'd see on the railroads, and others, well, they're very special ones. Like this tanker here, for example, which reads, "For goodness sake, eat honey." Yeah. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 different Pepsi Cola freight cars. Yeah. And then there's this one. Smokey the Bear Boxcar. Please, only you can prevent forest fires. So as you can tell, the N-scale freight cars are from an assortment of manufacturers like Atlas, and then there's Microline, which is really cool. You got more Atlas here. And I think those are the only 2 actually. So, once again, I'm going to pause this and open up all the boxes. But for you guys, of course, it'll be just a second. Alright, and here we are. All 10 pieces of new N-scale rolling stock. Well, new to me anyways. It is all very, very interesting, and I can't wait to hook them up behind some engines and, get them running. Before we proceed any further, I want to show you guys these. Yep, more track. This time being large-scale track. As you guys may know, I do have an oval of large-scale track, but that's all I have. Well, now the oval can get bigger. And it cost me $50 just to get the whole set of track. It's really cool. And now, for a couple of books. Including a book that I've been looking for years. It's Thomas and the Dragon. Yeah, I've been looking for this book since, oh god, I think I was 10 years old. I saw it in the Stouffville Public Library. Then, for some unknown reason, the book just disappeared. Never saw it again. Yeah. Well, now I have a copy of the book. And as well as that book, I got Edward and the Party. Gosh, where's my speech at today? So yeah, I've owned a copy of this book before, but you know what? I can always use another copy in the museum, unless I don't have that particular cover. So I'm just gonna put the books right over here. Hopefully they don't fall over. There we go. That's fine. Now for something you Wouldn't Really fans are going to love. Yep, it's Emily. Still in the box. She's lost the top sticker, but you know what? That's okay. She's still in the box. She still has her character card and the pamphlet, so can't really complain there. Nope, can't complain. Honestly, it's great to have Emily. Next up is a take-along Sodor Museum Devious Diesel. In pretty darn good condition, I must admit. So yeah, I got some more Thomas toys to add to my ever-growing collection, and let's see, I'm just trying to grab them all from behind me while making sure you guys get a good view of the items over there. There we go. Also got me Take and Play, what is this, Light Up Racer Thomas? Yeah, battery, I think it's long dead, but that's okay. I'll just put in a new battery into him and he'll be ready to roll. I don't have him loose, so yeah, that's why I got him. I also got chocolate covered Percy. He's been used a little bit, so some of the black on him is kind of rubbing off. That's okay. I can just use a Sharpie marker and, you know, fix him up. I think he runs. If he doesn't, that's okay. I'll just fix him up. You know, get him up and running. And also I acquired these. Some nice trucks. Including, yep, a Charleston truck, which looks to be really used. That's okay. Trucks are meant to look like they've been used. Well, yeah, there's all that, but we're not done yet. Oh no. There's still more. Like from the Thomas the Tank Engine book club, it's Gallant Old Engine, which features the stories of Bashers and Polish, and of course, Gallant Old Engine itself. Really cool. I'm just going to put it right here. And just give me 1 second, guys. Alright, after clearing some space over here, I'm proud to present to you one of the 3 big engines in my collection that I just got from the train show. So this is a Broadway Limited Imports Blue Line steam locomotive. It's a C&O T1 210-4. It is big and it's impressive to look at. And while it is DC powered, it also comes with sound. As you can see right there, ready to run with sound. How cool is that? Now, not to be forgotten, over here is a big Rivarossi box. So yeah, I got some Rivarossi things. But what's in this box, you might be asking? Well, allow me to show you. It's a biggie. It's a cab forward, my friends. Yep, a cab forward. And I'll be opening up these boxes in a second, but first things first, there is one more locomotive to look at over here in another Rivarossi box. Yeah. With a list of instructions, and it's upside down. It's a big boy. Yeah. Big boy number 4024. The last known big boy to ever be built. So, now if you've seen these engines in their boxes, it's time for me to get them out. 5 hours later. Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that. Anyway, yep, I got the locomotives out of their boxes, and now we can have a proper look at them. So this is Southern Pacific number 4274. This is the Rivarossi cab forward. And honestly, I love the look of this engine. I was originally going to buy a cab forward from Broadway, but you know, after getting this engine for $200, well, can't really go wrong with the price now, can you? So I'll be putting that cab forward order on hold until, I don't know, whenever I decide I want another cab forward. But don't think I forgot to buy anything Broadway. Oh no, I got selling Broadway this engine. This is number 3007. The T1 from the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad. This is the DC locomotive with sound. And honestly, looking at the engine, oh my goodness. It's got a lot of great details. And I think this came out before Paragon 2. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if it did, wow, it's amazing. And it even has that separately fitted whistle up there. So that's really nice. And finally joining my collection is a UP 4884 big boy. Rivarossi big boy. Cost me $200, just like the cab forward. And yeah, it just looks great. And it says new on the box. So yeah, I don't think the locomotive was ever run in. Well, I look forward to running number 4024 on my layout. And have her finally haul, you know, a very, very nice lengthy train. Is it her or him? I'm not 100% sure on that. Jeez, the J72 looks so small in comparison to these big, big engines. Well, either way, I'm happy to have them. But we're not done yet, oh no. And as my camera is starting to show I got only 4 minutes left on the card, I'm going to hurry this along and see if I can get everything unboxed and, you know, show it off to you. And future videos will show off the models properly. Here now are a couple more freight cars to add to my fleet. I got a Walthers train line Lehigh Valley hopper car. And from the Bowser line, a Northern Pacific Railway boxcar. And here are the cars out of the boxes, complete with metal wheels. Very nice cars indeed. Boxcar doors don't open, but that's alright. I don't want them to open up anyways. Because I got a few boxcars that have the doors open up. Don't need that happening. Now the last thing from the train show. First off, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Picton Model Railroaders. And of course, my uncle and my aunt who helped me to get this particular set. They didn't have to, but they did. God, I love them. They're a great family. So this box contains pretty much an entire train set. But what is this train set, you might be asking? Well, it's going to take me a few minutes to set up, but just give me a few minutes and I'll show you exactly what's in this box. So, the set, which is by the Bradford Exchange, I should point out, in conjunction with Bachmann Trains, comes complete with a lot of 22 radius curves, quite a few straights, a controller, power pack, cables, even more track, and the J74 rolls by, or J72, sorry, there's no J74. Here is the train set itself. The National Hockey League Original 6 Passenger Train Set. Just take a look, my friends. Isn't that amazing? This is a collector's item. The original 6 NHL passenger train set. I should point out too that the B unit, it's also got a motor in it. So it's not just the A unit, which is very heavy by the way, that will be pulling these 6 cars. How amazing is that? If you guys want to see that train first for the running session videos, just let me know in the comment section and I'll make sure it happens. Okay? Alright. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, and I should point out too that the set also comes with certificate of authenticity, just to show that yes, it is from the Bradford Exchange and it's a very rare collector's piece. I have never owned a train set like this before. Probably never will get another one just like it. But you know what? I'm very happy to have this. Especially with 6 passenger cars. Dome cars, I should point out. With seats on the inside. Now, how cool is that? So, yeah, that's pretty much everything from the Napanee Train Show 2021, as well as all the goodies that I've acquired from the internet. I have to say that beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is quite the amazing haul. But it's taken me forever to film. So I apologize for the long, lengthy waiting period. But hopefully seeing this video will be worth it. And especially seeing the J72 with the red side rods rattling by with the 4 GNR coaches. So now I want to hear from you guys. Which item in here did you enjoy seeing the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, that's all I can say for now. I'm pretty much drawing a blank here, so I'm just going to end this video right here and right now. So until next time, my friends, I'm Thomas 3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm signing off.